Question: what was the main theme of Jesus' teaching? Answer: the kingdom of God. It's a subject that Jesus returns to again and again, and we see it here in his message from the Mount. So what is a kingdom? The Greek word here is basileia, and to put it simply, a kingdom is wherever a king rules, wherever his rule extends. Traditionally, we've tended to think about this geographically, so the last king of France's kingdom was France. But perhaps more helpfully for understanding Jesus' teaching is to think about it in terms of wherever somebody's will is done. So your kingdom perhaps is your home. The previous ruler, their kingdom had come with yellow walls, but you want pink walls and your will has extended here. Or maybe unicorns. Another way to think about it is your body. Your body is your kingdom. If you want to rule and reign and extend the YMCA, you can do that because it's your kingdom. Your will is done. Occasionally there's a clash of kingdoms, and it's always interesting to see whose will prevails. So the kingdom of heaven is where God rules and where what he wants to happen happens. And so the question becomes, well, what is God's kingdom like? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? And this is what Jesus came to explain, to clear up, to reveal. Now, to take just one small but striking example from the little bit that we've looked at in Jesus' message from the Mount already. In his teaching about the kingdom, Jesus talks about it in terms of both being present, here now, is theirs, and also future, will be, is coming. Jesus talked about it being already and not yet. And this is fascinating because it wasn't what his original hearers expected to hear. Many first century Jews were expecting God's kingdom to come in a kind of wham, bam, bish, bash, bosh, thank you, ma'am, big swoop. Possibly something like a military coup against the Romans. And here's Jesus saying, it's already here amongst the poor in spirit and the persecuted, and it's to come. So how can this work? How can something be both present and future? Well, do you know what? We actually see this dynamic of present and future so often in our lives. But to take just one global example, you could think about going back in time to the 1990s. And in the mid-1990s, a message rang out. The internet is here. It's now, it's already. Now at that stage, it was primarily amongst the geeks and the nerds, the laughed at. And they would say the internet is here. But it was also true to say in the 1990s, the internet is coming. It will happen. It will transform the whole earth because we've seen this thing go around the world and turn it upside down. The future is here. It's just not evenly distributed yet. And exactly the same way, God's kingdom is here. It's now. Maybe it's just amongst the poor in spirit and the persecuted, but one day it is going to inherit the whole earth. It's going to turn it all the right way up. And the amazing thing is, it's drawn near to you.